Crimes committed. Rates reasonable. A Snoop McGook story. Snoop McGook stepped into the office of the police commissioner. "You sent for me?" he asked, fixing the commissioner with his eagle-like stare. The commissioner was a red-faced, beetle-browed man. He had the reputation of being the dumbest chief the department had known in years. Under him, crime flourished. Unmolested, thieves and pickpockets worked long and happy hours. Gambling dens prospered. The guards in the city jailhouse grew fat and lazy for want of customers. The commissioner brought his fist down violently on the desk so that the inkstand jumped in alarm. "McGook!" he roared. "The mayor's daughter has been kidnapped and my whole blankety-blank police department can't find her. The mayor's given me just 24 hours to get her back. Or else. And you've got to do it." McGook raised a bony finger. "Never fear," he said. "Either I shall return with the girl in 24 hours, or I shall return without her." The commissioner sat down heavily and mopped his brow. "That's fine," he said. McGook went first to the Club Redondo, where the mayor's daughter had last been seen. A swarthy-looking man was wiping glasses near the end of the bar. McGook whipped out his spyglass and stared intently at the fingerprints on the mahogany bar, comparing them with the prints on a card he had taken from his pocket. The swarthy man came around the bar and stood next to McGook, looking over his shoulder. Soon other men joined him. McGook looked up to find himself the center of a ring of hostile eyes. "What you doing that for?" the swarthy man asked. He put his hand on McGook's elbow. "We better take him in the back room to see the boss." The boss was sitting at a wooden table in the back room, playing solitaire with a deck of soiled cards. "So you're McGook?" he said. "And the commissioner sent you here to find the mayor's daughter, did he?" McGook nodded. Against his back, he could feel the cold pressure of a gun. "That's right. And unless I find her in 24 hours, the commissioner is going to be out of a job." On hearing this, the boss laid down his pack of cards. He leaned forward. "Is that the truth?" he asked. At the same time, he made a motion with his hand. McGook saw the gun barrel rise in an arc above his head, but he was just too late to duck. It felt exactly as though the roof fell in. He woke up in a dark room with a bump on his head the size of an ostrich egg. As he got to his feet, he heard someone crying in the room. He went to the bed and saw her, a girl of about 8, with curly blonde hair and wide blue eyes. He did not need the picture he carried in his pocket to know that this was the mayor's daughter. Later that day, in the back room of the Club Redondo, the boss and a few of his henchmen were reading the newspaper account of McGook's sensational detective work in trailing down and recovering the mayor's kidnapped daughter. "The greatest detective since Sherlock Holmes," said the accounts. The boss winked at his men. "Too bad we had to pass up the ransom money for the mayor's daughter, eh, boys?" One of the henchmen nodded solemnly. "Yeah, but anything was better than for the commissioner to lose his job. Boy, we'd go out of business without that dumb cluck. What hurts me, though, is that bonehead detective McGook is going to get all the credit for this.